So the Peace Campus came around after 15 years of hard work, ideas coming together around that concept of bringing people together in a shared space. And the museum is really a part of that. The story that we're telling with our new exhibition, Bordering Realities, is very much the experience of the lines all around us, how we can identify those lines, where they are, and how we can reach across them to chat to people that maybe we wouldn't ordinarily talk through a shared history and a shared idea. So the museum tells a lot of different stories around the experience of the border region. We have some iconic characters, iconic objects. We're looking at the themes of land, people, the idea of life around the border, so you can see images and objects reflecting that experience, what it was like to grow up in this area over the last 50 years. And we also meet some very famous people from Monaghan: Barry McGuigan, Tommy Bowe, Katrina Balfe, Art O'Hanlon. And we find out about their stories, not just their stories of their career, but how growing up in this area influenced them. Monaghan's been on a border of different ways for thousands of years, and that really informs the idea, the concept, I suppose, the identity of growing up in this area. And the exhibition, the stories, are all about that idea of borderlands, that border identity. So this year we're marking our 50th anniversary. The museum opened its doors for the first time in September 1974. Just a couple of months after the terrible bombing in Monaghan, which is part of the Dublin Monaghan bombing. 7 people lost their lives and many others were injured for life. So it was a very dark time in the history of the county, and the museum opened because the council realised they wanted to have a space where everyone could come, share their ideas, share their identity, and feel that they were accepted. So the border coming just over 100 years ago now, the Protestant population in the border counties, in Monaghan and Cavan and Donegal, felt like they'd been left behind. This is an experience that we wanted to dive into in the story of the exhibition that we're doing now. And as you come in and you find your way working through the various different parts of the exhibition, you'll see how that experience over a century ago of the Monaghan Protestants living here in this area influenced them, and how that essentially informed how they moved on in their lives.